This video is brought to you by CyberSalt's Joomla training cohort. Learn to do Joomla the way CyberSalt does Joomla. And mysites.guru. Do you have a Joomla site? Of course you do. Get a free site audit at mysites.guru. Jeff writes, we just found out that the last major plugin for our site, and then he names the plugin, now supports Joomla 5. So I want to do some testing on the site on Joomla 5 before committing the production site to it. Do you think it would be safe to do such testing using StageIt? Yes, it is safe to test Joomla 5 on StageIt. For those of you wondering what StageIt is, it is an extension that makes a copy of your Joomla site, a staging area, inside a subfolder of your Joomla site, and it duplicates your table so you can test things in that staging area, you can make changes, and if you like those changes, you can push them to live, or you can repeat them on your live site knowing that they will work. So in the case of testing a new version, whether you're going in like a minor version from like 4.4.3 to 4.4.4, or you're going to go from 4 to 5, which is really just an update, there are a couple things you want to consider, and let's just look at those now. Let's go to components and StageIt. If you're testing a different version of Joomla, what I would do is go into the configuration area and I would make sure that force refresh is set to yes. By default, it's no, it just does normal sync. But if you're doing different versions, testing a different version, make sure that force refresh is set to yes. All right, now let's go and let's get this staging area created and talk about a couple of things. Going from Joomla 4 to Joomla 5 is really not that big a deal. If it works in Joomla 4, it should work in Joomla 5, because even though Joomla 4 has a slightly different dialect of language or programming than Joomla 5 has a little translator inside of it. So anything that works in 4 that's running in 5, it's going to work. Eventually, everything will have its own Joomla 5 version and we'll be able to turn off that translator. And Joomla 5 will be even faster than it is now. In the meantime, translator's on, so that's fine. Now, here we have the staging area. I'll create it. We can just log into it and we'll see by this bar up here, we're in the staging environment. Now, go ahead and in the staging environment and update to Joomla 5. We can do that super quick. We go to System. We go to Joomla, go to Options. We're going to use Channel Update Joomla next, save and close. We're going to go down here and we're going to update to Joomla 5. I have a backup. Of course I have a backup. It's the live site because I'm just testing in the staging site. We start the update and Joomla 5 is going to be updated. This Joomla 4 site in the staging area will be updated. Now, at this point, try everything out on your site in the staging area. It should work, because if it works in Joomla 4, it works in Joomla 5. And if you like everything and what's happening there in Joomla 5, you could push to live. But here's the deal. Going from Joomla 4 to Joomla 5 is such a small thing. It's just a little update. If you're happy, I wouldn't go through the bother of pushing your staging area to live, because that's going to take longer to copy the files in the database and do the replacing than it will to just go to your live site and update it to 5, knowing that it will work. So yes, you can use StageIt to test your Joomla 4 site on Joomla 5, but in this case, I wouldn't bother pushing to live. I would just then go back and run it on the live site, and the downtime for your site when the swap is taking place will be much less. Subscribe for more videos. Until next time, enjoy your Joomla sites, and God bless.